Yo, it's your girl, the real Kendra Wilson. As you know me, the rapper. Hit me up on the real Kendra Wilson YouTube. Make sure y'all should subscribe. Hit me up on the real Kendra Wilson Instagram. It's just me and I guess my ghost friend today because I'm just gonna do a self interview. I'm gonna tell y'all about my family, my friends, and my YouTube channel and Instagram to hit me up and about this interview and what it's gonna be about and everything. And who I'm inspired by and got me into music and like my hobbies and what I like to do and who got me into that as far as that goes and everything. And of course, talk about my album that hasn't come out yet, but that will actually switch that up. Gotcha. My album is out. Make sure you listen to all my songs and my lyrics and hear my album and give me your thoughts about it because my album is freaking dope. It's called Me, the real Kendra Wilson by the real Kendra. I produced it and everything. Gotta give shout outs to all the artists that I did use their beats, but for my songs and my lyrics that I just came off the top of my head and wrote down and came up with, and then also, you know, posted it on Instagram and YouTube to remind you about that I did come up with and stuff, and what it's about, how it's about me and who came with and everything. But I, I wrote the songs down. I came up with the ideas of what the song was about, and I came up with the songs and the lyrics, and I'm the one that wrote and did the songs. I'm the producer, the creator, and the artist of the songs. But I do gotta give a shout out to all the artists that did use their beats for their sound to go because I found it pretty dope. So use them, make it cool and everything. Um, and I'm doing my own interview here and everything. So I just do it to it, you know what I mean? So let's just let's jump in right into the questions and everything as far as me and my life and everything so y'all can know who I am and what I'm about and how I roll. Me as a human being other than being a rapper and music outside of this music industry is and everything. So here we go. First off, I got the list in favor and everything. You know how they do because I'm producing this myself. So first off, my name is Kendra Wilson. That's why I made my name the real Kendra Wilson on Instagram and YouTube. Me as an artist and a rapper. And that's where it came from and everything. Because what I talk about is me and my life and what I go through, what happens or that happens and goes through in my life. Like all my songs and lyrics are either freestyle just for fun and games, or I'm actually rapping about something serious and that's happening, that's going on with me as a person. So that's why, or the real world. So that's why me, Kendra Wilson. My name is Kendra Wilson. I'm 19 years old. Been rapping and doing this song since I know how to walk, know how to talk and everything. Just decided to finally make a YouTube channel and Instagram and make me the real Kendra Wilson so y'all know what I've been, what I'm about and what I've been doing all these years. Come out my, little box to show you what's up and what I'm about. First of all, where I'm from. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, as I said. My name is Kendra Wilson. So now y'all know that's where my YouTube channel and Instagram name came from, because my name pretty clever, and how I came up with the real instead of just Kendra Wilson and stuff. And I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I was born, lived, and raised here in Omaha, Nebraska my whole entire life and everything. Not a lot, but enough to have fun and childhood memories and everything. And better than nothing. So I ain't complaining. I love it. I'm happy about who I am and what I become. Being born and raised and lived here my whole life in Omaha, Nebraska, with my family and friends in my childhood, which we'll talk into all that and get through and everything. So nothing wrong with that and stuff, you know. Not from a big, huge, or a small town city, just medium, I guess. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Still throw it down, still do me. So it's all good, you know. And in case of wondering, you know, about my beliefs and stuff, we'll get into that and everything. But we'll jump into, you know, so that's me and my, you know, that's a little bit about me, my introduction, and, you know, where I got the name from, and how I feel about even growing up here and stuff, and where it was. And now you know the whole thing, you know, open book, nothing to hide, no reason to, anyways. As far as that goes, you know. And now, you know, we'll jump into family, friends, and my beliefs. Of course, you know, since I was a baby, I've always gone to the same church with my grandpa, my aunt, my cousin. I was raised in that church. I used to be in, we used to be with me and my friends, the other kids at church. We used to be in this group, like for camp finders, and used to go camping and do adventures and fun things and activities as far as the church. And it's a Christianary church, so and believe heavy and believe strong and focus on that. Don't let anybody tell me different, anybody tell me wrong. I always set mine and believe of what I think is real and what's not, and what's there and what's not. And I don't let anybody change my mind as far as my hopes and dreams and beliefs. I keep going, doing anything they stop me. That's just me, not afraid of anything, and just hold it together and get through. You know, you can be nervous and anxious, but I still get through and hold my strongholds and beliefs. And my Christianity church, that's where what I do believe, you know, and that's where we started going as little kids. And then you kind of get your own mind and your own thinking, but like, you know, what do I think? And I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Bible, and Christianity, and what's real about that as far as, you know, we rest in peace and we'll all rise up and see him, Jesus, when he comes back. I believe that because of me, not because somebody told me or taught me to believe that way. I believe it on my own. It makes sense to me and everything. But yeah, you know, it used to be fun as little kids going in the camp. And, you know, I didn't go to church school. I went to a regular public school, but we still went to Sabbath school and did camp activities and fun things like at the church or when we went out camping and was in little singing programs and dressed up and everything. And it was fun, you know. It was like doing live broadcasts in a play, and it was doing something fun, and it was something believing in because it was for a church, so it was like a charity thing kind of too. And at the same time, we had a fun thing. So one time I was up there performing with the other kids, you know, doing my own thing, dressing up. You know, I'm a tomboy. I like to wear like shorts and sweatshirts and pants, and I came up in a dress, and all the boys were looking at me like, "Damn, is that Kendra?" And smiling, all happy, and my cousin's like, "Why you guys looking at her? That's just Kendra." And they're all like, "But damn, we haven't seen her like that. Damn, I didn't know she can do it like that." You know, and I'm just like, "What are you guys looking at?" You know, they think nothing of it and stuff and everything. But we was up there far on the stage, and then like everybody just kept singing, you know, not focused on it, but they all knew that my foot like slipped and the stage was real light and like my foot went through the stage. It was all up there singing in front of our family and friends and everybody that we grew up with since, you know, we were a baby in that church. And then all of a sudden I fall through the stage, but lucky enough I was in the background, everybody was like, what the heck? And I got like I felt embarrassed, but like everybody was just laughed up afterwards. I was like, "How the hell did you do that?" I'm like, "I don't know, and I don't want to talk about it. I'm just glad we got this song. Everybody clapped and cheered. Woohoo! You guys are good. You guys are done." And I'm like off the stage, like, "Oh shit!" I just like broke the stage and everything, but it was a lot of fun and stuff. Yeah, I had to be the one to do something, but it was fine. And then also another time I was walking around the corner and cause I wear high heels, that's the only time you give me high heels, and like I slipped like this and twisted. I look like a pole dancer and well, no, cause it's like what the fuck, like what happened to you? I'm like we're in a church, don't cuss, but I just got back up like I didn't slip, I didn't fall. You see, like don't tell the other kids what you saw or anything and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of stuff will happen when you're functioning, focused, and ready to do a singing in front of the church. I gotta be the one that fell and break the stage, or in a class and slipped around the class. I don't know what happened there, but I was pretty good in those shows. And then that at church, there was in camp, and we I hear something, I hear this, I hear that, and never took me and my mom and my aunt took me and my cousin camping, and we always do vacation Bible. It was called vacation Bible school. We get when we instead of like a Girl Scouts or a Boy Scouts and vacation Bible school where you do fun activities together and they teach you how to look out for each other. We get our badges that way. But at the same time, we do camping and fun, like we did how to create arts and crafts and stuff like that. But I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I guess the teacher like that. And we always go camping, have fun and everything. And then we went camping with my mom and my aunt. That was a good idea. 3 o'clock in the morning, we're driving back home because we hear this, we hear that, and scratching and calling our parents, and we're scratching and calling like grandfather and mom, like and jumping because I heard this and heard that. I was getting scared, and cousin was like jumping around here and this, his mom and stuff. So 3 o'clock in the morning, we're driving back and didn't even survive a night, but we're like three, or no, we were about four. Like we're little kids, okay? We're little mini 4-year-old kids. You can't blame why we got scared because there might be monsters and ghosts and bears and stuff like that out to get us. Things happen. You cannot blame us for being scared and driving back home at 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's when they come out. So a raccoon or a possum could have ripped through our tent and saw a grizzly bear raking out. You can't blame us for going at 3 in the morning. Go back home because we can't handle it. But Casey Bible School, we had a campfire, had marshmallows, s'mores, hot dogs. We were fine to have fun. We even had an RV because we know a couple people there that was our friends. So let's sleep RV so we don't have to sleep outside. But we also slept outside in the tent so it could feel like real camping and stuff like that. Give ghost stories. We used to get these walkie talkies. Then my cousin was like, "Why's she on my walkie talkie?" Because he didn't understand anywhere you go, you're supposed to locate any other walkie-talkie in case something happens. He's like, "Why's she on my walkie-talkie? What the heck is going on?" And because he didn't understand that that's what you're supposed to do. If I fall in a ditch or something, I need you to feel hearing that walkie-talkie. Not say, "Why am I in your walkie-talkie?" I need you to come help me. Or communicate that you're there and everything. You know. So yeah, those are some fun times and things, church. But with this COVID virus and everything going on, we got Bibles at home, and I got all my strong and beliefs in prayer in my head, and you can say your thanks and pray at any time. You don't need a church to know what you believe and what you follow in, and know that you can still stay close to God without going to church physically. So as far as that goes and everything, you can be good on that page. So that's my, beliefs of my religion. It's a fun camping story that I had to let you guys know a little about where I'm from and how I was raised and stuff and everything. And Now, next topic is gonna be about family and friends. Yeah, so that's about everything. And we got a lot of more questions and stuff to discuss and talk about here in this interview and everything. With me being the host and being the artist, producer, and creator and instructor of everything that I do in music, besides the great artists that made the beats that I use. Other than that, everything else was by me. The song, the lyrics, the ideas. I'm the creator, the producer, and the artist of the whole entire thing. I do it myself. That's the real Kendra Wilson. Just like I said, another big thank you and huge shout out to all those dope artists that use those beats, because those beats go hard, bro. Once you get that beat, you just keep going. As far as rapping, career, music, industry goes, and it comes a long way. Everybody loves their own thing. It's country, rap, and pop. I love my queen. I call her my queen and the queen. The, not a, the queen, Ariana Grande, always has and always will be her number one fan. She started on Handicap, but I know her way before that when she did the national anthems, which she did. So I've always have, always will, always have, will be Ariana Grande's number one fan, no matter what anybody says or thinks. She is the queen of the universe, like I said she'd be, and that's why pop has to be my favorite, because my queen Ariana Grande. There's a lot of things. I'm not gonna get into hours. I'm gonna do this whole interview about the queen Ariana Grande and how she's my favorite artist and my favorite person on the walking earth. I don't know how I got through the hard, sad, depressing times. Whether I'm mad, sad, angry, when I was going through hard, up and down times, I've always been able to watch her interviews, either listen to Ariana Grande songs, or she came on the radio, or I'd seen her on TV, or I'd hear an interview, or just see her on a show. Whether I was sad and how much sad and depressed I was, she could always lift me up and make me happy and bounce off the walls, and I always get super excited. That's the only reason why I watch the award shows, so I can see Ariana Grande and hope she wins one of those nominated and win as far as the award goes. And I beg, I cross my fingers, crawl on the floor on my knees or on the couch, man, and I beg, and Ariana Grande does win at least one or more awards and get my wish, and then I go running around bouncing off the walls, super excited. And every time I hear a new song, I'm posting about on Instagram, jumping off the walls, so excited, overwhelmed when I see it. Then I'm able to calm down and actually be able to post as happy for her songs and her albums and everything. And she's always been able to, or if I'm angry or anything, calm me down, just to uplift me on my low times. And now on my up time when I'm happy inside, she just makes it better. So the Queen Ariana Grande not only is my favorite artist of pop and of all music and all time, she's my favorite walking angel, not even a human being on earth. And I truly mean that. I always have. I always knew that she was going to be something big. And I told the world that, and now you all know you better listen to me, because I am a true great predictor and future thinker. I always get it right, or at least similar to what I was talking about. As far as that goes, to my inspiration artists and my favorite person, I had to throw that out there because, yeah, music is nothing without Ariana Grande in my life, and I wouldn't be here or be able to calm down and make me uplift without my favorite person and artist of Ariana Grande in the music business. As far as inspiration goes, as Ariana Grande goes, she is a big inspiration to me in the music business and a walking angel for me personally, as far as that goes. And then, okay, I got something in my eye. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Ah, okay. Had something in my eye going on, man. You know how that is, and it's pretty high and chill in this house and everything. But we up in the field doing our thing, doing this interview. We're gonna keep going, all right? As far as that goes, and everything. you know, so that's what I have to say about that situation and everything. As far as inspiration, artists, and music and everything goes, because it's really hard to find that one true artist out of 100 artists that is that just that it thing. Like no matter what they do, what they say, you find that one person. And they always say no such thing as perfect, but there's always that one perfect human being that's like an angel, not even a human being. That no matter what they do, what they say, or anything, it's perfect to you, and you always make excuses for them when they make a mistake and everything. So that's how that that's how that is and stuff. I do have an Instagram channel. Instagram, I mean, I used to go on Facebook, but that's more like older people that I know. Like I know a lot of my family, older people, they use Facebook now, so that's out there. And then live me, like I used to watch a couple people on there, but like it's not as good. Snapchat, I never got into that. But I do watch all the Ariana Grande Snapchat videos on YouTube or the Ariana Grande Instagram videos on YouTube. But I'm always the first one to get her pictures and her videos on Instagram because I've got me, the real Kendra Wilson. If y'all want to follow me and hit me up on Instagram as well. Um, and then Twitter, I just go on Google and find out like Twitter information as far as wrestling and music goes and Ariana Grande goes. As an inspiration artist for like ideas of a song or an album or something like that. you know, and then what's going on around the world, with this coronavirus and that isolation. I always get everything on the Google on my phone so I don't have to worry about the news. And then the weather, it changes every second, so I got that as well on there. Excuse me. And that's how I get what's going on as far as the election, voting goes, and the COVID virus and anything else that's important that we need to know. I just get updates on my Google as my news. Or, the weather changes every second. So even the weatherman doesn't know when, the weather's going to do this or do that, or it's going to rain today and snow tomorrow. So I just get on Google automatically. And I already know what's going on as far as social media goes. Just right on Google or YouTube. And like I like NFL football and stuff, so to check out my teams and the scores and everything. Miss the game, I could watch the game later on YouTube. That's why YouTube's the biggest thing. I could use that for anything. And also get my updates on Google, which is also the next thing without even looking it up. It automatically is on there. And then also like wrestling, like instead of paying like $45-$50 for a pay-per-view, that's stupid to do that when I can just watch the whole damn thing again the very next day, get the results that night, but the very next day watch the whole thing for free on YouTube. So why pay money when I can watch all my wrestling live and pay-per-views and everything and say all my wrestling updates as far as that goes and watch my whole wrestling, because wrestling is my number one inspired and expression and passionate thing. I love wrestling and it's always been a big thing for me. I've always liked to watch and act out the wrestling to get myself ready, because one day I want to be in the WWE, the biggest WWE superstar. So I've always done it since I was little. Make sure I watch all my wrestling and pay-per-views that y'all pay $45-$55 to watch it now. I can wait till the next day and watch the whole thing for free and then watch it again and go on YouTube. It's not a big deal because I can still get the same results tonight and then watch the next day. With me, with you working and being so busy, you kind of have to watch it the next day anyways. Or like a football game, I can get the results now and don't even have to watch. I'm happy with knowing my favorite teams or teams that I like won a football game, or if they didn't win a football game, and I don't even have to watch it. You know, but wrestling, I gotta watch it the next day. Look at the results now. Anything else? I always get them on the updates right away. You know, as far as your my favorite hobbies and things I love and I passionate that's music and wrestling. That's all what I'm about. As far as my hobbies and about me and my loves and likes and my wrestling and music and stuff because that's the only things besides working, like a real job and stuff and everything. So yeah, yeah, and we talked about the thing how you can focus on something so small, little that's not worth it, and then a bigger thing and bigger, more important things and functioning are going on around the world. So make sure you focus on the more important and functioning things that actually can affect us besides little petty stuff that just bother you just because why? Because it does. You know, that's what I have to say to wrap up the social media. You know, what I am and I'm about on social media, and that's how I deal with social media and stuff like that. Think about bigger and better things, more important things. Don't worry about the negative. Stay positive and strong. And even if it's hard, I can get through it. As far as that goes, that's just me personally and my hobbies and what I'm into and everything. That wraps up that too, as far as wrestling and everything goes. And that's how Google plays a big part for like football, like I like, and YouTube plays a big part for like Ariana Grande that I love and I'm inspired by music and wrestling, and that Sasha Banks and John Cena are my two favorite wrestlers that got me, and Nikki Bella. They're my favorite wrestlers that got me into the wrestling business to make it my passionate. Ariana Grande is the one that got me into music to make me love or like anything. Go with you as a human being personally, and like I got therapy too that you go to, but like that's just someone to listen. It doesn't really like help, especially when you're a closed book and then you become an open book like I did. But don't have to be scared to put out the true emotions and feelings and say what you gotta say, just say it like it is. It ain't gonna help holding it in, but also sometimes it's not that easy when you got critics. That's why I got like a therapist, because like they're not supposed to be a critic. So there's just someone to listen to without being critical as far as like therapy goes. Or a psychologist if you got mental like me. My psychologist helps me through the mental abilities and things without medicines, and my therapist helped me as far as stabilize with emotions and stuff, just for someone to listen so you don't have to worry about things. So like again goes with social media, what's going on around the world, and everything and where that takes place and stuff. That's how I deal with my mental ability as far as my psychology and my therapy as far as my emotions stabilize go, and how I can be a closed book but still, get through it in a way, even if a lot of things you keep to yourself. And that it's okay to be a closed book or an open book or just stand for it, because I've been both. So I know what it feels like. And I know how that runs and how that goes and what happens and stuff. And it's pretty simple and easy just to hold everything in and then talk about it to myself and let it out off my chest so I'm not stressing myself. But at the same time, nobody really knows me except myself. And that's when therapy, I tell them most of the stuff just for someone to listen. I'm not being critical. But then everything else kind of just post whatever I feel. It's not always good and happy and stuff, but just post whatever's going on in my mind, how I feel. It shows me and like show that everything ain't so life and peachy all the time and stuff like that. Things like that and stuff. So that's how you play a part in that and how I get through personally. I can't speak for everybody, but so I do. That's how a little bit of advice that you can, you can take it or leave it, whatever. And that's how I get a good strength ability for y'all all to also do the same as far as psychiatrists and therapy go, especially for like someone like me with a lot of issues and problems and mental ability and stuff. That's how you get the hard times and get through the hard times and like watching music and stuff like I like doing and make it into great and good times for those backup like stories you can think of the good time like hey I got a strategy here to get through and figure out to find yourself before anybody else does, because if you don't love and respect yourself, can't expect somebody else to. If you don't know yourself, that's how you're so easily to listen to everybody else and feel down. If you know you and yourself and what you're about, then you don't have to listen to them and you don't have to believe them. You don't have to feed into it. You don't have to get mad or get angry. I don't have to get mad or get angry, feed into what I should be saying, because I know who I am and what I'm about and what I stand for and why I'm here in the first place. Just because I love just rapping like fun and getting just serious in myself. And I could say that not only my real therapy for as far as keeping me stabilized to even make my rapping music also keeps is a good therapy, get things off my chest, so I'm not holding it in to myself at the same time, not giving too much information that'll hurt myself, to where people just throw that stuff back in your face and everything, so that doesn't happen. And I can still have a good therapy session with my rapping in my personal life and my mental moments too. It can stabilize my brain, my function when I listen to other people shooting me to stuff and kind of sit back and relax and get through it. And I may not say details what's happening, what's going on. I may say the anger or like switching into different words and stuff just for my safety ability so people can't throw like what's really going on in my life in my face, but at the same time getting off my chest to help me get through and relax as far as helping my body so it's not stress and everything. And that's how I get through. And that can be advice for y'all too if you want to do that. But you can take it or leave it. Um, and then also, we could just jump and start talking about the next situation and questions and get off that topic as far as that's the ending and wrap it up as far as that goes as me talking about myself, and then that's also a little way of giving it a little bit of advice if y'all want it. Um, but that's kind of your decision and stuff. Can't speak for everybody. Just kind of do you and your own thing. So that's how I can get through as far as stuff for me and what rapping and music means to me as a human being, and that it's a strong thing. And music could be something that makes people think and tear them down, or but then in the end make them realize what they're doing and make them a better person. Or it could be something that you just love and feel. Music is a strong number one strategy in the world. In the universe, there's nothing better than music. Like without music, everybody listens to some kind of music, whether it's pop, whether it's country, whether it's rock, whether it's just a acapella. Everybody loves or likes or at least listens to some type of music. You may not be a person that, right, you're either watching TV, playing video games, or you got your nose in a book, or you're doing some kind of arts and crafts and strategy, but everybody's got some type of music where they're humming or singing or listening to that goes on that makes them think as to be a better person or to make a situation better, or just because it's fun or you're bored. Music is always there for every human being on this earth, as far as I'm concerned, that I know. Like, no matter where you go, your country, your culture, people, everybody knows some type of music that they make or that they enjoy listening to or doing and stuff, as far as that goes. So, that is the number one strategy in industry that can help people in a therapy session, in a psychology way, in a mentality way, and ability just to have fun or do things or be noticed, or if you're bored, just to deal. Music is that number one hobby for everybody to just get through personally and everything. You know, nobody on earth that is going without music in their life some kind of way. Even if you're like the Blue Man Boo, the Blue Man Group, they, don't sing, but they make some kind of instrumental for like beats for like DJs that they can listen to. That's still a type of music. That goes with the acapella music too that I was talking about. Because DJs could listen to how they create their own beats by instrumental things like the Blue Man Group. It doesn't even have to be a real instrument. Knocking on a bridge or knocking, clapping with your hands, or it could be actual instrumental stuff to make you, like a cooler, louder DJ, focused DJ that everybody loves, because that's what they're into. Or you could be artists that sings or that raps or that dances or both or all three. Or you could be, have a guitar, electric guitar like rock and roll or country. Talk about you and your life, and like you talk about relationships and personalities and how you feel about certain situations and things. Or if you're just curbing somebody but without like physically fighting them. Hey, you didn't go to jail and get locked up for beating somebody up because you just rapped about it and curved them in the rap version. Hey, I didn't get sad and depressed and have something happen because I just grabbed the guitar, sat on the back of my pickup truck, and I sung about it to let my emotions out, to get me through it. Yeah, it could still bug you, but at least it got through in a safer environment. So it's also a safe, fun environment at the same time. And for a therapy session, mentality, it can bring your walls up and get you through it and focus on what's really important, what's not. So you don't focus on petty stuff as far as getting through social media and fans and the good fans and the bad fans. I should say, well, there's just critic fans and real fans, and that's how you get to know, what's real, what's not, what to focus on. Get through the critics, turn it to positivity, get through the fans, get through your music and what you do, get through whatever situation you're going through, what you do, get through a therapist, depression, mentality situation, or a death, or a really hard time in a relationship. Anything that a person or a human being, like as a little kid to a teenager to an adult to an older person to just a middle aged person or a young kid, any of those things and more above situation and things like that you can get through with the sound of music. That is why music is the number one industry in the universe, and nothing can top that because everybody listens and enjoys some kind of music. That is why movies and shows, films and commercials and advertisers, they all got some kind of beat or music in the background. There's radio, computers, laptops, tablets, TV, they all got some kind of music on there, some kind of internet rolling around with music, and it helps people safely and gets people through it. I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. That is why it's the number one. You can't top that. You can't. You can't top it. I mean, it's just what it is. And by the way, speaking of fans, I love and support every single fan that loves to support me. Right back at you and a shout out. The Real Kendra Wilson is my Instagram with all my pictures and videos for you to look at and follow me on. I also got my YouTube channel that y'all can subscribe for my picture videos on YouTube. You can comment, use on one of those to reach out to me, and I do reach out to fans as far as they go. And Just talk to me, I'll talk to you. Get this situation together. So when it's together, say by yourself. So that's how far as that goes. As my love and support for the fans, nothing but love and support. That's why I do what I do because it helps myself and also it can help another human being that needs help that's out there that I was just talking about. As far as music being the number one industry, that is why, and that is brings back to why I create music and me and my personal feelings and get through it and how that can advise other people to get through it and help them as far as my fans and what's going to go of what other people can help them too. So can I. And so can as they help me, I help you and give it back. Give what you get instead of getting all the time. As far as that goes and everything. So yeah, there's incredible, and there's incredible stories and histories of artists and things that go through too, as far as music and wrapping up that topic and situation up as far as that ending goes. Um, so yeah, that's how I feel on that. Now we're here for artists talking about rapping and music. We got through, we talked about everything. I think my introduction of who I am, where I'm from, what I'm about, my hobbies, my thoughts, my situation on things that are important, things that are going around the world, things that are just ups and daisies and funs and ups and downs, and talk about the good times, how I get through hard times, bad times, good times, great times. Me personally, my hobbies, two of my main, my passion and hobbies, and my inspirations and thanks to artists, and make sure remind you about the social media a couple times in the channel sometimes, and beliefs and relations in the stories and how strong I am about not even just religion, but just that things in general, um, and bad and good situations that going around, not with just bad situations or hard situations in myself, or good and up situations with myself, but good and bad situations around the world, and my thoughts of me and my hobbies personally in my personal life and childhood, and how that introduction, how my introduction can lead to me opening a story or a book with introduction, and then telling like who I am and where I came from, to stories which bring me to religions and beliefs around the good and ups around the world, and what's real and what's not, and that's what brings me to my name, the Real University, and how the favorite artists make me a human being to get through the hard and good times, and to make me me, and to make me do this music and inspire us and artists, and the hobbies that I also had to throw out there, and as far as who goes and stuff, and how also I also enjoy, there's a lot of artists that I like. As far as as we're on the topic of music, that's why we did this interview for the topic of music. um, there's a lot of artists that I like their songs and music videos and stuff, but like I said, the Queen Ariana Grande is my favorite. Another one of my favorite female artists is like Madison Beer. I like Demi Lovato and Jennifer Lopez music, and I also like rapping since I'm a rapper. I like Big Sean, Drake, and Nicki Minaj. NF is my favorite inspiration as far as rapping goes. I also like Eminem. There's tons of other singers and rappers that I like their music and their songs that inspire me to, where you can hear the beats of singing. You can, there's tons of artists where I can give shout outs and I can listen to the beats and hear the beats and use the beats their beats that they made creatively. That I give a shout out to those artists that use their beats to me being able to create, me to come up. I've been able to come up. I've been able to think, open up my brain, open up my mind, be able to focus and give my creative idea and thoughts be based on their beats to come up with my own lyrics and my own songs. My channel, music videos and songs, and they'll sing as a rapper is just keep me running and keep me going. That there's hopes and dreams and love and support out there. That goes to family and friends and fans and everything too. To keep me going with me too. Is you just start small and get big. Just depends on how it goes and everything. But you'll get better and you get through it. Keep running, keep going through. It's like a football game. You're about to lose in a big game, right? You keep functioning, you keep going, you keep running, you keep playing. Next thing you know, you made a touchdown and won the damn football game. You run the damn artist game by even becoming an artist that's noticed, not only noticed on YouTube or social media, that's played on the radio to know about the world and the universe of who you are, what you're about. And those inspired singers and artists and rappers can take the credit as far as me giving them the credit, thinking they'll forget me through it and out there. But I'm the one that got me through it and kept me going too, as the creator and the producer introduction and get through the beats and music too. So it goes both ways. Right, left, up, down, down, and right, right, left, right, all around in circles. West, east, south. As far as that goes, look a right way, left way, right way, up, down, down, and up. Singer and rappers and dancers and you as a person, inspiration all go in the same way, in a loop, in a circle that all gets through what happens and what goes on and why you do what you do and how other people like what you do because you were able to do what you got done because of a specific artist or rapper or because of a specific beat or creative, and that's how you were able to get it done. And you point that out because people are gonna ask you, how'd you make something very fun and just pop off your head something had to happen or get through to get you to thinking about that to make your music. Whether it was something that happened in your life, so it made you just put it into rapping instead of yelling about it. Something that's happening to you now that made you just want to sing your heart out, let it off your chest. Some artist or rapper that got you into music to start doing a YouTube channel to get noticed, or just to see you, not even make me rap like money and stuff. Or you can do both, make money and get noticed. So that's as far as wrapping up that topic and situation on as far as music and inspired artists and the industry for our type of world and universe goes on a big circle and a big loop, and that's how, you know. So, we were talking about. I'm gonna take us back to I'm gonna run us backwards in the reverse to me as a person and my personality and growing up and stuff. With my family and friends. My mom was a single, struggling mother that raised me, and I became a great, strong human being person, and I'm a damn good rapper as far as that goes. And my aunt, grandpa, and aunt also helped me out to believe in myself and focus on my hopes and dreams and get me through it and my strategy, my abilities. And as far as the love and respect and the strategy and abilities, I give all the love and respect, shout outs for them raising me, but myself is the one that had to believe in my strategy and what I do to get me to where I am today, because that didn't happen the way you would think, where other people love and support you that way, or you think they love and support you and really you're on your own. So that's where my closed corner empty book came from, where I stated myself, because I knew myself was looking at me in the mirror and was there, that loved and believed in myself, and that yes, she helped raise me, but I know that my love and beliefs as far as getting me here as a rapper was myself. but you did give me, as far as standing on my 2 feet or here alive, to do it and get me things I needed in order to be here and get it stuff. So credit goes to those two. So as far as my family, and I got a big family. I got, it's really there's like 3 sets. So that's my grandpa and aunt that raised me, my mom that raised me. As far as my love and respect and believing in them and myself, as to get me as a rapper and an artist. Um, there's also my sperm donor I call. Supposed to be my dad, but I don't really have a dad figure in my life because you weren't there that much for me when I was little. You don't need to be there and can fall off the face of the earth and not exist like you were before, and didn't need you before. I damn sure don't need you now that I'm older grown. Gonna make those dollars and rapping and stuff. You didn't give a damn before, so don't start giving a damn now because you haven't been there for me. And you weren't there for me now. I'm grown, do my own thing. I don't need you as far as that goes. But that's why and also his side of the family, we done fun things with my cousins, like go to the zoo or downtown or go to an artist out place. But as far as that goes, then I am better off with him and his side of the family. Just if they're in my life, they're in my life. If they're out of my life, they're out of my life. It doesn't really bother me, but they can join and be a part of my life if they choose to do that or not, and I'm happy either way. But as far as he go, you weren't there before. You don't need to be there now, cause now you're making dollars and rapping and shit like that. Now those dads that weren't there for want to come around. Nah, you don't need to be there. You don't need to, and I don't want you to be there. Just stay on my life like you were doing, and even if you were, you still ain't getting a penny on what I make, cause I already know what's real and what wasn't. That you wasn't a real nigga and wasn't there for me. So why would I be a real nigga and give you some money, bruh? Nah, that's the only reason why you coming around to get some little loot in your body. And you're the richest person on earth, like you're a doctor or some shit. You live in fucking California. You got all this fucking money, that money ain't a thing to you, but you can't even make a dime to take care of your own child that you made. And then you wonder why my sister and her mom have no respect for you because you weren't there for them either. And then you weren't there for me. So that's why we grown women being on our own and we happy with or without you in our life. And whether I rather have you just complete my life just like she has. And that's on you, not us. So we won't talk about the next situation. I just did. And he raised me growing up. And how I love and support and respected myself to get me here because I got a lot of shit to get out my chest, as you can see, to put into a rapping business or a song or whatever, you know. And as far as that goes, and I'm concerned, that wraps up that topic and situation right there and then. There's nothing else to it. That's just period, point blank. Nothing else. But and then so that's that half of the family, and then that's I'm gonna say that's my left half of the family, and then my right half of the family, as far as my mom, grandpa, grandma, aunt, other aunts and uncles, they've all, they live in like Bellevue, Lincoln, Tennessee, or here in Omaha, and they've always had so much love and support. They always give me a phone call or a text message or a shout. Always been here on my most important times, or been there for me as a family. So they have all the love and respect for me as I got all the love and respect for them, and they are my right side close family and like my childhood memory friends and like my childhood memory friends from school and stuff. They're in that category. And then my other friends that I don't really fuck with, we're over here in that category as far as not socializing with those friends or that side of the family just to keep me from stressing, but these friends and family are there for me. And then you have the critic fans that are over there and the real love fans over here. As far as splitting that family, friends, and fans that are actually in my life and love and support me as I love and support them, and the family and friends and fans that are just fake and want me for the fame and the money, and whether just not deal with that as far as keeping my health and everything go up and stuff. And then also in this category, there's also like it's my brother's side of the family, but they've it sure explained that my brother's family that's here in Omaha was actually all them. Those are all my brothers and sisters and cousins and uncles and aunts because ever since I was a baby, they have always been there for me. So them, and then my other family, start like living in Lincoln and Bellevue and here in Omaha, they're all added to my two sets of family, friends and fans over here together. And that's a shame that they could all be here, love and support me as I love and support them. And then like my own blood, that side family couldn't be there for me. But they can stay on that side. I've come, I'm a grown woman. I come to my senses. I know what's there and what's not, and who was there and who wasn't, and I know what it is and what it's about, and everything as far as this side of the family, blood family, my dad's side of the family, and him, and friends and fans. They can stay on that side and be falling off the face of the earth as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't bother me, like it used to, I know. And I'm happy and loved that by these family and friends, that fans that never stopped, that always believed in me as I believed in them, and myself to inspire and get me to be a professional rapper and wrestler and everything. So that's as far as that goes. And my family, friends, and fans, and getting through situations and stuff. You know, that's how we wrap up that little loop circle and topic and like our Ariana Grande song. That side, thank you next. Let's move on. This side, welcome back. Always open door. So, so that's how that falls in Rose into place. And while I'm still on the topic as far as family, friends, and fans go, and me and my childhood memories, I can say that my elementary school, I had all my friends and got into trouble as an idiot kid, but still had the time of my life, and I would go back and do it all again, and it was legit. I ran that school. It was fun as hell. Middle school, I was a mute because I was on this meds that made me to a zombie for my ADHD. Um, but then, like, then in high school, had my family and my friends and fans and the ups and downs as a normal teenage girl, but I also had my other family and friends, so I had both ups and downs and to get me through high school and graduated when I was 17 at a young age on time, and I had my GPAs at A above average, can get into any college around the world that wanted, and they still call me and send me mail through, and they also, because I was in JRTC, they also still want me to go in the military and around the world and stuff, but I'm like, I'm a wrestler and a rapper, you know. But at least I know that's out there that I'm smart enough to do it, and that these family and friends help me focus and realize that myself did too. And that this side could, just shit off or fuck off, as far as that goes. that wasn't there and stuff. And then also, and then like, I've had, as far as relationship status goes, right now I'm currently not dating anybody. Well, like it's a complicated relationship, but I turned it into a friendship as far as I know, you know, and really good looking, good hearted, loving, supportive person that was in my life with him, and this is the most in love that I've ever felt out of all of my relationships that I've had in the past. I've had a really close one that was closest where it was up and down, and I would run back to it many times because of those exposure. But now I'm like, even if he asked me and wanted me to, I wouldn't even be his friend or mess with him as far as that goes. But this one was a really loving, caring, supportive person and was always there for me. I was always there for them and kind of my rock and with my anxiety and depression. And he was kind of like my therapist and psychologist for my mental abilities and myself because a lot of shit happened, with us, with my grandma's husband, who was my grandpa. I was really close to him, and he was the one that was always really believed in me. And he passed away, so I was going through a lot of, I had like chest pains and going to the hospital and got sick, and that's when my anxiety was tearing me down and messing with me as I was going through that. And he was that rock and that person that I could talk to and that was there for me as a loving, supportive, compromising person to get me through it. And then with moving in with my grandma to help her and my cousins, the girls out, it was a nightmare, a hell and back that I never want to go back to and move with them again. I was always angry and mad and stressed, and he was able to make me happy and relieved and relax and get me through as emotional, so I don't become emotional wreck or depressed, anxiety, and mess. He got me through the mental and emotional as far as that goes. And then when life got all better, he was still in that corner that we don't have to deal with it now. And but the fact that every step of the way, ups and downs and medals and up and down and up to begin, he was always there for me and always been that just that loving, supporting rock I could fall on and that I could talk to at any time, any day. And so it's really hard going through not being able to make things work, because he was a long ways away. So I could like get some money and go down and visit him, or he could get some money, come down and visit me. But he was that loving support person for me. I will give that to him. But he doesn't act like he wants to put up the money and come down for me. So why should I make money and go down to you when you seem like you don't want to do the same for me? It seems like I'm doing all the work and it all falls on me and you're not doing nothing. And you say you want to and you're gonna do this and that, but then at the end of the day, I'm the one doing everything for you and myself, and that's just not fair to me. So as far as I'm concerned, I can just keep you as, I got through the fact that we're not together anymore. He didn't break up with me, I didn't break up with him. But as far as I'm concerned, we're not together because you're not making any progress. And we're not close friends because I don't talk to you as much. But even if we did video chat or text or talk, you would still be, I guess, I'm love and support you as a friend. And just stay as social media casual friends, and that is the best for both of us as far as relationships. That is deals with me and stuff. Um, so yeah, that's how that rose into place. And right now, I am single and not ready to mingle. I am free, loved, and supporting all the statuses. Got my rapping career, my wrestling career. I just heard a new song and video. That's the album name Position that it rocks by Ariana Grande. Getting her album this Friday, getting a new Xbox video games, gonna have a fun family and friends on Thanksgiving and Christmas, got a new job. I have everything in the world. You know, my wrestling and rapping career is going great and well. I got all my family, got all my friends, got all my fans. I got myself. I got freaking racked. You know, pet. I got my rapping career, my wrestling career. I do podcasts, interviews. I'm on social media. I mean, I have everything that a girl can, that a girl or a man can ask for in the world, and I can get any guy that's always asking me out. You know, I can get any guy that I want, and I got guys hollering at me every day. You know, any girl would love how I look. You know, I have everything in the world. I've had ups and downs and ups, and went back to hell and back and stuff, and went through it. But right now, I got all my family, my friends, my fans, my rap career, wrestler, myself. Any guy in the world, you know, I can get any guy that I wanted because they're always hollering at me. You know, I have my self love and respect. At the end of the day, I got, you know, stuff with my mental issues and stuff that I talked about. As far as everything I can go, I mean, I have everything I ever needed and wanted in the world and more to come in my such young career in life that I plan in the future and have and keep going as far as that goes. And it's awesome and it's amazing. My life's going great and I'm good, you know. So that's that. You know, that's the serious and fun emotional type of human feel. And that now there's a few other things to talk about, but I've already mentioned that as far as my YouTube channel goes, you know, you could look at me, all my pictures and videos from when I was younger, a little kid and teenage to an adult now, on my social media, Instagram, and even freaking Twitter probably has it too, and like Facebook. Even though I only use Instagram and all the social medias, that you can follow me and DM me on Instagram. Um, or I can do like live videos with you or myself on Instagram or on YouTube. Like find my picture and videos as far as my rapping and wrestling and my self career goes. And that when I start training and wrestling, that will be on there too. For my rapping. But I've already got everything planned out and going and stuff. Excuse me. And I'm just chill, calm, and conscious, and got everything rolling into place and going. And I think and have so much, you know, energy and ideas and creative as an artist and a rapper. And I planned and have all everything set and straightened out. And my rapping career is going great. As you can hit me up on the Real Kendra Real Show. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and shout out to your family and friends. My videos, make sure as a rapper is you know amazing on YouTube. You know I got my songs and videos. And as far as my songs and videos go as a rapper on YouTube as a subscriber, I guess that's all you need. And then I've also got my podcast and interviews. Like this is my first interview, but I'll have more podcasts. I have more songs. I do have songs and music videos in this interview as far as right now on there. But I'll have more songs and music videos, podcasts and interviews, but that's just a little taste. I got songs and music videos as a little taste of who I am and what I'm about, so be interested. And then when you see more songs and more music videos, well, there's songs and videos of me at home, and then my podcast and my interviews of who I am, what I'm about. You know about me as a person and as an artist and a rapper, and subscribe all over YouTube to me as a rapper, the real Kendra Wilson, and as an artist, and then and as a podcast and interview as well, because my songs and my music videos are just for me as an artist, as a rapper. Subscribe on YouTube, and my interviews and podcasts are to talk about other things, situations around the world, and how I feel about it. And then my interviews are me as a person, so you'll know me as a person in my interviews and how I feel about situations and things in my podcast, and me as a and then me my songs and videos as an artist and a rapper. Artist, rapper, ideas, creative, personal feelings, advice, me as a person, everything you need to know about me, the real Kendra Wilson, on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and watch, and tell your family, friends, and the whole damn world and universe to go check it out, because that's what I'm all about. And that's what they're all about too, the videos and stuff. So, and then my pictures and videos are like me just growing up and being happy, giving you updates on picture videos, because everybody's on Instagram and social media that y'all can follow me on and save the subscribe, see, or like when I go on live videos. If you want to do a live video with me as a fan, hit me in my DMs and I'll see how to do that, or you do that stuff to talk to too, for everybody. More entertainment, the more the merrier. As far as that goes, that closes in that topic and deal together. Once again, no loop. That is that probably situation. I feel well and great and going headstrong and everything. Everything's going well and great in my life, and I plan to keep it going that way. That's how I'm functioning, what I'm focused on now. Just more songs and videos to come as a rapper, more interviews and podcasts from my ideas and me as a person around the world on my YouTube. Subscribe channel, y'all can hit me up, the real Kendra Wilson, or more pictures and videos. Will be more to come, updates and stuff for me as the real Kendra Wilson. Y'all can hit me up on Instagram, and also my people that I inspire from my information. Y'all already know them on YouTube and Instagram, but maybe you could see my message in there too and follow updates on that and give your opinions and stuff. And as far as that goes, and like yeah, that's just that wraps that shit anyways in topic up. As you wished and as you heard and follow through and got. So. And finally, what you all been listening and watching, waiting for, the album. Yay! So, as you know, me, the real Kendra Wilson, I've made my own songs and lyrics, and I've had all into one place, and I've got an album called Me that you can buy and you can check out. Well, you can check out. I don't know about if you have to buy it on YouTube. Now, it's my very first album, and of course, I made the songs, I made the lyrics, I am the creator, producer. I've uploaded on there an artist. Shout outs to the artist that gave me the beats to use. As you know, I've had beats on it that was dope and I thought was awesome. And but y'all can look at my album and listen to my albums and songs and what I'm about. It's my very first album by me, the Kendra Wilson, and it is called Me. And I have one called like Me Versus Me as a song on the list of on the album that's called that as well, on the real Kendra Wilson. Hit that up on YouTube and check that out. And I've already talked about the singers that inspire me, the rappers that inspire me, how music came in my life, what I came up with the name with, and what I'm about, and where to find me at, and me as a person and stuff. So as far as the album goes, you know, I can go through the track list, you know. So like I said, the album is called Me by the real Kendra Wilson. You can look that up as my album goes on my channel on YouTube, see what it's about. And the very first song on the track list, the first one is an intro, just a little introduction about me for a little open page book that you are hearing that very first song on the track list. And then
slow it down.
Excuse me. Yeah. And then the second song, the beat is by the Ariana Grande, God is a Woman. That is the beat to my song track 2, At My Best, about me just coming out, doing and saying whatever I have to that makes a meaning and a point to what I'm trying to get through. To me, at my best as a new beginner rapper coming out of my box. That is what that's about. As far as the introduction, inspiration goes to my number 1 intro. And that is why the album is called Me. And then number 3, turn that over. And then number 3, you know, the beat is by Drake, you know, Twitzer. And it's just like a fun, just dope kind of song I came up with, just to kind of like chill and relax. Like if you're high or drunk, I guess you would want to just listen, just be like, all night, we go hard all night, and want to listen to that, I guess. You know, so that just wraps up that real quick and fast as far as that goes and stuff. And then my favorite rapper, NF Time, made the beat to the beat that I used in this song called Remind Me. And it's about remind me, you know, while we're still sitting here in the world and universe with everything going on and happening and how stuff can go on, and then you just remind me why, you know, why this stuff is going on. Why are you just, you know, chopping it up, being happy when all these other people are suffering and stuff like that. And then rest in peace to one of my favorite rappers, Mac Miller. This one is by his beat Smile Back. And it's called Fuck You. You know, everybody that didn't believe in me or inspire me, that I had inspired to believe in myself when I told them that I wanted to be a rapper or a wrestler, they laughed in my face and wouldn't tear me down. This is to tell you, hey, I'm a rapper, I'm a wrestler, so what you gotta say now, fuck you for not. Now that you wanna, if you wanna support me now, you didn't support me before. So, you know, kind of like, whatevs, you know. I don't need you now. And then Me, the song and the beat, of course. Oh, I picked the big dog, a WWE superstar, Roman Reigns, just kind of be. This song is that the name of the album called Me, and that just wraps up everything that I'm talking about in my whole entire album as me as a rapper and artist, as far as that goes. That I wanted y'all to know about a little more detail of why the album is called Me. That the song tells you. That was number one, two, three, five, and six track by the way. One, two, three, four, five, and track six with the intro and everything. By the way, this one, the Beast by Chance the Rapper. Hot damn, and this is called Rap Doctor, number seven, and it's just me going in this dark world of a place and finding who I am, what I'm about, and just like how hard and awesome I am as a rapper, and I just like, oh, I guess I'm a rap doctor, a rap beast and stuff, and that's how I, rap about that, being a little not cocky, but just believing, because I have to believe I'm the best to be the best. And then track eight is by, Justin Bieber, Juicy World, or not Juice World, I meant Juicy, eh, and Justin Bieber, the song Lolly, the beats by them. It's called I'm Late, and how I guess I like being on time and focusing on everything, but if I'm late, I guess I got a good rock hard ass song to spare time. And then number nine is the final. It's like, and of course, the beats by Tupac Shakur, rest in peace. And then also, this is the final of like the world and the universe is ending. Like not the world universe. This one is called. It's number nine. It's called Final. It's like my final days in time, and that even in my final days in time, how I still keep going, and that time never runs out for me because even if it did, on the final time, my rapping would still be hard and dope. That's what like if I had the final hour in time, how I would spend it as far as rapping and wrestling career, making it hard and dope, and me as a person to be like, yo, this is my final hour to spit this track. Something like that. And then this one is like a dope believe in myself, not cockiness, or though you can call it cockiness. It's by it has the beats by Big Sean, Sacrifice. It's like Catch Me If You Can. Again, me about being me just being myself, doing my thing, and you can speed up the pace and sing along if you want to, if you can catch up to my level. And then this one, the Queen, Ariana Grande made the beat Space Mount. So this is the beat Space Mount. I'm in heaven and I or about how heaven can be so much peachy and strong and go minded than living on the dirty earth in the world and how that can fall into place. Um, when you have everything in the world and it feels like heaven. That was number 11. So when the, and this one's track two. It's called Intro to. So how I did my intro about me. This is the beats by Keisha Cole, You, and French Montana. So this one, how I did my intro in the beginning, a little about me, and then I did track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then I went back to track 12 in the middle, and this one was a second more detail. So the first intro was about a detail why I named the album Me. The second intro is the keep going about me as a as an upcoming beginner rapper. And then Strike 13 is like, the one of the greatest rapper on earth, Eminem, made the Monster Style with Juice World. This is the beat to that. And this one is like if you play baseball or you're in a relationship or just you as a human being, how you have 3 hearts, 3 stars, strike three, and when you're on that strike three, what do you do and what do you stand? So that kind of tells you how that goes. And then this, rest Priest, the king of pop, Michael Jackson beat it. This beat goes to that, and it's about being a bad guy or a good guy, and how people can be so critic and look at the wrongs that you do, but when you do the good things, they can't see it. So should I be a good or a bad guy? And if I were, what's the difference in their eyes? Because they only see the negative and the bad. When you're an artist, they expect you to be loving, supporting, and peachy, and always happy and emotion. They don't understand that we go through emotions, and we can be sad and angry and depression, and have so many different kinds of emotion in a human being, and make bad and ups and downs and mistakes just like you. Because at the end of the day, just because we're this big rich artist, we're still a personal walking human being and deserve to have our own privacy, pictures and mails and relationships and things private to ourselves without you knowing everything, without being called out, or we have a right to be emotional as a human being without being called out, because we're all human beings. Just because you're a big rich artist, nobody's perfect, and we don't have to act or be perfect as you guys try to make us look and try to make us be. So this one, it kind of brings you back to if you're a good guy or a bad guy situation, and how everybody expects you to be perfect when you're an artist, but yet it's okay for them to make a mistake and then understand that you're a human being too. And this one, again, my favorite rapper, NFY, made these into lies of how this track 15 goes. This one is lies, just like I just started rapping and saying about stuff, and then just like, isn't the truth or the lies, or that it can be a lie, but these rap lyrics are and stuff. It, it's called a lies. And then this last track, number 16, is beats by Chris Brown, Loyal, and it's called In Today. That is the one about how different ways the world and the universe can be ended, and I'll still go down as a hard ledge. And then I made, like at the end, I made a little freestyle. I made a little freestyle to wrap up my album and a thank you recognition out as me and the real Kendra Russ for my album. So that is talking about my family, my friends, my fans, my past, my now, future. Now you guys know my introduction to me as a human being on this interview and what my album is and what I'm all about when it comes to my songs, and more songs and videos to come on YouTube and podcasts, and that my songs and videos are me as a rapper on YouTube, and my interviews you find out what me as a person is all about. My podcast, you find out what my ideas about. Subscribe on the Real Kendra Wilson YouTube and you'll find out all about it. And my picture and videos just to have fun. The Real Kendra Wilson, again, follow on Instagram, man. That is my songs and lyrics and beats and shout outs and what the album is all about, what I'm all about. And I really love and appreciate every single person that will check out my songs, videos, and more songs of my videos on YouTube as a rapper and as an artist and creator and producer and as a podcast to find out what my ideas are really about instead of just, you know, um, just predicting what I think and know what I really think and how my interviews as what makes me a human being. And that you can make your own comments and opinions, but that is how the real Kendra Wilson, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, is all about, and what it means to me as an artist, as a person. And that my picture reels are just fun days and activities and have fun and do me and give updates on what's happening, what's going on as me as a rapper and a wrestler, me as a rapper on YouTube and a wrestler and him be on Instagram, that y'all can follow me, the real Kendra Wilson. And this has been awesome. This has been amazing. I feel great. I feel lit up and nice and chill and calm and everything, relaxed, and feel like I hit every important and topic and questions that for an introduction, my first interview, and my album goes. And this has been fun. This has been awesome. This has been great. And I thank and love and support every single person that will support me back and my family and friends. Make sure you hit me up on the real Kendra Wilson. Follow and DM me. They do live chats here on Instagram. Make sure you follow the real Kendra Wilson. Subscribe on YouTube. And that's who I am as a rapper, wrestling. And thank you for tuning in. And I did a great job, by the way. And I love and supporting myself and the rest of y'all who joined and was a part of it. So thank you very much. Good day, everybody. The Real Kendra Wilson out.